My chickens got out. So I have this system where I'm trying to build compost underneath the rabbits. The chickens are in here, the chickens scratch it up. I put in some yard clippings and some wood chips and whatever other brown material I have. I feed them a little bit in here as well. They also scratch through some of the rabbit poop that's over here, and they stir all that stuff up. It makes some really great compost, some really great fertilizer, some really great organic material for the high tunnel and the garden and all over the farm around my fruit trees. I really like this system. I've been doing it for a while now. One of the things I don't like about it is this door that's on here. I'm gonna leave it open because they got out, and I had over a dozen of them out. I've got 30 some odd in here, and I couldn't get them all to come back in. I tried to learn them with some grain and some feed, putting them in here. That didn't work. I tried kind of getting behind them, and that didn't work. But instead, they're all around my house. They're around here. They're staying near the carport. Let me turn around so you can see over here. Can you see them scratching over here? There's also several underneath the car over here, and around my grapevines, and behind my deck, all around over here. There's some over here and part of the food forest that I'm extending this way. The reason I have them in here instead of around here is because what happens with chickens is they come out, when you have free range chickens, they come out and they eat their favorite things, and they scratch all that up unless they have a huge range. And even then, where you keep them, they're going to eat their favorite things, their favorite bugs, their favorite weeds, all their favorite stuff. And then after that, they're going to move to their second favorite and third favorite. And then when their first favorite starts coming back up again, they're going to eat it, and it's just going to keep on dying back, so it's never going to recover. But if you put them in here and you put the stuff in here, the brown material, the feed, the extra green stuff from your garden, then they're never going to do that. So one of the downsides is they're not going to eat the bugs around here, but they'll eat all the bugs in here, and they'll eat all this stuff over there. I want to make sure what I have around here is living. Some of it don't look really great right now because I've dug a trench and I've done some other stuff over here. I've got to build it up, but I don't want them out here very often. It's not going to hurt to have them out here every now and then. I was away from the farm this morning, and Rua was at home. She texted me and said the chickens are all out, and I said, well, why don't you try getting some grain? Apparently they tried all that stuff. My youngest son, my 4-year-old Abraham, apparently he came out here and he opened up the door. I usually put something in front of it so the wind can't blow it open. It's been kind of windy around here today. You see the clothesline behind me. The clothes are moving just a little bit. The wind probably blew it open, and they all escaped. The chickens are out. I'm going to film again here in just a few minutes and show you how they all went in. I left this door open for now because whenever it starts getting dark and it's time to roost, I think they'll all come back in here and they'll roost where they normally do. They'll just come right in this door, and then all I've got to do is just shut it up. So hopefully the next footage you see is me shutting it up and showing how that works, and then tomorrow they'll be back in here and not too much damage. I did plant some flowers in the front yard yesterday. I didn't do any filming of that, and they might have destroyed those. I don't know. They were really quite small. I started them from seed myself. That's just the way it is. Abraham let them out, and mistakes happen. So this is actually the next day. I didn't get the footage of us getting them in here, but really it wasn't too hard. Some of them went in there on their own. A few of the others, they probably would have went in there on their own, but I wanted to try to get in the house. I was tired. We had a busy day yesterday, and I wanted to get them in there, so just kind of walked them around, and whenever they got close to the door, they went in there and they roosted. Anyway, I got them in here, and everything went well. They did make a mess on the ground over here. It really wasn't too bad. I've got a lot of leaves and stuff from the fall. I'm probably going to use my lawnmower with the bag attachment in order to get those up and get it cleaned up just a little bit. They also knocked some of the compost from around the blueberries and some other things around. Really, it wasn't that big of a deal. In fact, they did seem really happy whenever they were out, so I might actually let them out in the afternoon, once every week or two or something like that. My main goal with them is not eggs. It's not even really healthy chickens. It's just them scratching, but they do get a lot of good nutrition in there. I give them all sorts of greens and grains, and I make sure they have calcium. I feed them their old eggs whenever we have a surplus of them. So they get plenty of good nutrition in there, and I'm going to give them all the greens and leftovers from the garden, and they're going to compost that, and I can put that back in the garden with some chicken manure and rabbit manure as well. Again, I really love this rabbit chicken compost carport system that I have back here. A few things I would do differently if I had to do over again, like the sides here. They have gotten out a few times. I probably would have put a board or some metal or something down here here on the bottom to make sure that it would have kept all the compost in and kept the chickens in as well. I might have scraped all these wood chips off to one side before they placed the carport here, but I didn't do that. If I do another one, those are some things that I'll do. If you like things like this, talking about some failures, talking about how we manage when things don't work out, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Select all so you never miss a notification. And we do a new video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Make yourself a note that we do that. Usually upload them around noon Central Time, but we also do a live stream on Sunday nights on YouTube at 6 p.m. Central Time that we would love to have you at as well, where we just chat with you and share things that are going on. Thanks.